The outboard motor turned its final rotation as I coasted the last few feet to the shore. Bon voyage, I thought to myself as the small craft floated back out into the water, where she was swallowed up into the rolling fog. No worries, though. I knew I could reach the rest of the space station by land from the lighthouse. A nebularian gravewood tree has wrapped itself around the lighthouse. Gravewoods are named as such because they grow almost exclusively in cemeteries on Nebular. What one was doing on this space station clutching to this lighthouse was anyone's guess. It's a plaque commemorating the lighthouse and its construction. Judging from this, the building was more of a tourist trap than an actual functioning lighthouse. And the plaque is bolted to the rock. Given the right tool, I could probably loosen it. Now, the tree has worked its way inside the lighthouse. Still appears structurally sound, though. Why would the reporter dame let things get this out of hand? Wind turbines were outdated technology, even when 52 was first built. Some fool must have thought they just looked cool, because they're pretty much useless on a space station. Someone has modified the top of the lighthouse with a high-powered telescope and parabolic audio receiver. Funny thing about it, it seems devised to observe the space station itself, and not the luminaries above. A barrel of Neuroblight? This stuff has been banned for decades. It's a chemical used in printing, but it's highly toxic. I'm sure nothing could go wrong with me carrying some around, right? Given the size of the gravewood tree, it's been here for a long while. The bitter bright fruit is very uncommon. The gravewood tree only produces one or two at any given time. Problem with bitter bright fruit is it tastes awful, often referred to jokingly as tasting like death. Dark humor, I suppose, but an apt description. Some animals, on the other hand, will lose their caps over them. A handful of washers. Stacks and stacks of old newspapers. The reporter is apparently speaking more than others are listening. A fire extinguisher with a hose attached. It feels empty though. The roots have burst their way out of the wall, slowly taking over the interior. Beautiful in its own way. It's a burglar owl. They're known for scavenging shiny materials and decorating their beards and nests with them. The elevator door is jammed with a gap at the bottom and won't open all the way. With a strong enough impact, I may be able to jar it loose. That's done it. That childhood baseball camp finally paid off. Let's see if this works. Wow, the owl dove on that dreadful fruit like it was his last meal. A screwdriver, how practical. The removed bolts are in such bad shape they're essentially useless, but the plaque itself is fine. The door protested with a loud whine, but eventually gave way. The elevator revealed behind it felt ominous, yet beckoning. My knees nearly caved in as the elevator came to a violent and abrupt halt before reaching the second floor. I managed to pry open the doors and discovered our root problem was much more extensive than I had realized. It's a crawler drone. The drone is infamous for its spying abilities. It's a famous painting of an even more famous musician. Mr. Toro is intergalactically known for his guitar playing and hit song, Labyrinth Hell in the Shape of Pacific Peak. The thicket seems to have taken over the whole second floor. I can't reach the hatch. If I had something long and flat enough, I could probably pry this open. Something fell out of the vent. A rigid instant furniture pill. I've never seen one in real life. I remember those terrible late night commercials for them. Just add water and boom! Instant furniture. At least that's what the commercial said. Well, how about that? Worked as the commercials said. Now I can reach the hatch. Well, there's your problem. I'm gonna need to find a way to clear these roots before I can continue. Just need to clear it enough to climb the ladder in the shaft. It would take all day to cut through. Maybe I can use the ventilation system and create some sort of herbicide. I'll have to make sure the only vent open is the one in the elevator shaft for that to work. The lights indicate the elevator shaft vent is open. The third floor vent is closed. The second floor vent is open. The first floor vent is open. if I had something long. Let's see if I can use this guy to close the vent. I'll program it into the autopilot. Looks like I can manually control the bot to find the vent. The second floor vent is shut now, but I lost the bot in the process. Chemicals are in place, and I need something to connect the barrel to the Atmos system. The hose is connected up, but needs some way to secure it. Only have enough of the chemical for one shot at this. Wouldn't want the hose to come loose. Everything's ready to go, just need to activate the atmosphere controller. But first I have to make sure the elevator shaft vent is the only one open. I doubt I'll have enough chemical left to cover more than just the shaft. Hold on to your hindquarters. Looks like it worked as planned. Let's go see the damage. All done with that. It's the high-powered telescope I saw outside. No way I'm using it. I already feel like a peeping Tom just standing next to it. Back issues of the Gazette. More copies and people to read them. An ancient printing press. Looks like the reporter likes to do things the old-fashioned way. Hey, I found the key. Cabinet's locked. I should search around for a key. No, not her too. Judging by her state, she's been dead for days. That's not possible. I was just talking to this dame hours ago. I don't understand. What am I seeing?
I can do it. I can save him.
Mom?
What you're doing is wrong. You have to stop.
Dad?
I've already lost one son. I'm not going to lose another.
They are gone. We have to let them go. Let them rest. We will see them again.
You know I don't believe that. Besides, he's not gone. He's right here. Look at him.
I am looking, and that's the problem. You've created a monster. This is not my son. How's he supposed to live the rest of his life this way?
I'm working on that now. That's why I asked you to come here. I'm creating a suit.
A suit.
Yes. We will tell him that he must never take it off. If he does, then he'll die from the injuries in the train crash.
You want me to lie to him for the rest of our lives?
He'll never have to know. He can be happy. We can be a family. Please tell me you'll do this.
What you're doing is wrong.
Please. I mean, it's already done.
Fine, but you're still wrong. We won't be a family after this. It'll never be the same. He will never be the same.
But I won't lose him.
Hello, Ed.
What's happening? What did I just see? What are my parents talking about? You're dead. How are you here?
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you before. But I think you're ready now.
Ready for what?
I think you already know. Just remove your helmet and you will see.
I can't remove my helmet. I'll die.
Please trust me, Edward. I promise you'll be fine. See, there is no one else quite like you.
What? No one else is a monstrous freak?
No, Ed. You're not like anyone else because it's hard to explain. You're half dead and half alive. That's how you're able to speak to me now, and how you've seen the things you've seen.
I don't understand.
Did you see the bodies? The bodies in the sea cave? Did you see their spirits reaching out to you?
Yeah, I guess they're trying to upgrade me to full dead.
They weren't trying to harm you. Their voices have been drowned under the water for so long. They need your help, Edward. That's why you're special. You can hear the voices of the forgotten and still do something about it.
What can I do? I'm just a repairman.
Mechanical engineer. And you know what you need to do.
You're right. It's time to finish this. I tracked down the keychain killer to the atmosphere building. This will end where it started.